Afternoon baseball set to come your way on a fine afternoon on the south side of Chicago. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And Matt, you look at their split right now, but they lost the first game 1-2. So you're looking at momentum is on their side. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards them here in this third game.
And there's out number 1. In now, Yohan Moncada, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He comes in currently second on the team in home runs. In there for strike 1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And 2-2. And a fastball just a bit high. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Harrison has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Here's Adam Lind. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Adam Lind. And no outs here.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. But that's off the top of the visitor's dugout, out of play. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Soler going back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
All right, here's how the Royals are lined up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And today's starter leads the American League in strikeouts. He is filthy, nasty, excellent stuff. So you got to concentrate, because it can lull you to sleep as a defender, because you think they're never going to put the bat on the ball.
The catcher Derek Norris is in. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Tommy La Stella now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Volpe is there, and the side is retired. Nothing across here. Back at guaranteed rate field. Standing in, Rusney Castillo, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. At the plate, Matt Caesar. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch. Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the... And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Now the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, we got no one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped up.
Up. Yeah,
Harrison is there for it.
I go.
1 away. Striding in once again, Jose Abreu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Striding in, Adam Lind comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball, 1-1.
This is one of those, I have a lot of respect for you at bats right here. He hasn't thrown him a fastball yet. Right there, a little backdoor curveball that just missed. He's really pitching careful.
That's back-to-back.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Derek Norris. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Perez has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Tommy La Stella. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
Now another 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And another foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Caesar. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Matt Caesar.
The windup and the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Charlie Tilson is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Man, he's really putting on a clinic. The first pitch strike, we talk about it all the time. He's 90% in this game, first pitch strike. When you do that, you're going to have great success.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Tim Anderson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first is Escobar, 1 away. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he's really had it going into the month of June, currently leading the AL in that department.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Way outside. 1 and 2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
And that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7. Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 2-0 now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
I don't know about his decision not to swing there. Hitters count. You get a fastball middle in. That's the one you drive out of the ballpark.
And then that's got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Here's Tommy La Stella now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Digging in once again, Rusney Castillo. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Matt Caesar is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. That misses. 1 and 2. Has a look. Now the pitch. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. From the stretch, Charlie Tilson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Right there, Matt. You know, they get the leadoff man on, and they haven't been able to advance it. That's why they're not scoring runs.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Oh, and this deflects right off him. The throw into second, and he is in there.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with 1 swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
Jesus Colon takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
A 2-0 finish today. Number 41 wins his league-leading 10th game of the year, striking out 12 in the process.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.